Hey gang, so the most important part of this is you need to make sure you have your elements of culture handout here. And you'll notice on that handout, it's broken down by region. And what you're going to do is you're going to bop around to each region on the map here. And you are going to look at 2 or 3 countries in that region and really take a few minutes to review the poster for each country and really look at it, really try and read it. You might have to tilt your head on some of them depending on the way, the angle of the picture and whatnot. But you're going to try and just look at 2 or 3 countries within each region and see if you can just notice some big trends or some commonalities that these countries have. And you might not find any commonalities, and that in of itself is kind of telling too, right? Because if you get to a region and maybe there is a lot of diversity in the region, that tells you something compared to other regions. So I'll give you a quick example of that. For example, in Southeast Asia, you're going to see a lot of different ethnic groups within each country, a lot of different ethnic groups. And those different ethnic groups are going to kind of be specific to each country. It's not like there's one big ethnic group that is considered Southeast Asian. That's not a thing. That's not an ethnic group, right? So if you were, taking your notes on Southeast Asia, you might note that there are many different ethnic groups, not only throughout the region, but each country has many different ethnic groups. That might be a note or an observation that you would make. On the other hand, maybe when you get to, say, for example, South and Central America, when it comes to language, the big observation that you might make is that a vast majority, if not all, except for a couple of exceptions of countries, their main language is Spanish, Espanol. And so that might be something that you might note for South and Central America. You might something like language. Spanish is the most commonly spoken language, again, with a couple of notable exceptions. But again, the whole point is you're going to just kind of bop around and you can click on the little place markers to bring up the info that you have there. Like there we see Kazakhstan. Or you'll notice in some places that, like for example, down here in Laos, it's got the number 2, and that's because there are 2 separate posters done for Laos. And when you click on it, it kind of opens up both of them. So there's kind of one way that you can go about doing that and check out. Ooh, look at this jazzy one. Nice job, Eric. Nice job, Ava, too, on the other one that I showed there. But you can click around and look at the different country posters that way. Another way that you can do it, and I'll see if I can click it here. I don't know if I can quite get to it because my little floating head is in the way. Yes, down in the lower right-hand corner here, it says Open Preview Panel. And when you do that, it's going to open up this little guy on the right-hand side. And that's another way that you can just go about and take a look at different countries. Now, you might be wondering as you look at your blank outline map, you might be like, okay, so for example, let's take a country like Afghanistan. Like, is Afghanistan, is that considered part of Southeast Asia, or is that North Africa and the Middle East? I'm not overly concerned, on some of these. It's Southwest Asia, by the way, North Africa and the Middle East. I'm not overly concerned about whether or not you place a certain country in one region or the other. There's no defined border that says here be Southeast Asia and here be Southwest Asia. That's not a thing. So I'm not overly concerned about that. Just use your best judgment. But really, truly, you've spent a day or 2 or 3 learning about the culture of another country and putting together that info. Now you get to rely on the work of all of your classmates to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different regions and probably 2 or 3 different countries within each region. So you're looking at a couple of dozen countries today. And so this shouldn't be a quick exercise. You should really take some time on that. You should really take 2 or 3 minutes per poster, right? I mean, you should really key in and dive in and immerse yourself in the culture of these different countries around the world. So that's all I got. Hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you later. See ya.